field kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action. Mayfield. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In motion goes the tight end. They're going to try and throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now Perry. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Lamb in motion left.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked up on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Ben Skoranek.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Perry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now. It's Perry. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Up the middle they go. Perry. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use?
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. It's Perry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Purdy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Lynch. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Bucs put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. A late turnover so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Perry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down, highlight, touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Does the big boy have the juice? And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They run with Perry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it?
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. To throw is Purdy.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
This is Perry. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
Koo now for the point after.
And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Lamb.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coup for the extra point.
And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie this thing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's first down.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's second and a yard.
To throw. Flush to his right.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had